another video, and today we are going to play the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Part 4. And yeah, let's hop into this, shall we? The end is near. Very good. Oops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, I tried to record the video on this. I tried to do a recording of this, but my microphone didn't work, so I had to reset my PlayStation for this. So yeah, let's move on for 427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yes, so there's a little Easter egg down there, but I will do it after it anyway. So yeah, I don't know why, every time I do a video I just turn everything off. So let's go. Ooh, these are new content. Yeah, we're going to new content. Let's go there now.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
So let's go there now. Let's go. Ooh. Where are we going?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Ooh, nice.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, I had to be quiet on that one because
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah, the jump meters. I've done that.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
New content, the jump circle. Yeah, I need to see how many jumps you did. Alright, I'm going over here. See you later. Oh.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Yeah, so... Ooh, let's see. Thank you for... thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Aw. Alright, we do 2 more and then that's it. Good grief. Good grief, why did I do that? Shushi. What the?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Alright, we're going in an event. I was gonna say, why do we have a screwdriver and a coffee mug? Down we go. Let's do this. We're in a vent.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This reminds me of something else.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
2014 Independence Game Fantilval. Oh, the Standard Parable Collection Edition. That was a bit weird. Yeah, I was looking at this one saying, don't forget the Stanley Parable. Nice. 2013, when the Stanley Parable was released. Son Sweet Homes. Oh. No, it's 20 to 13. And we have Mind Control Factory, the Stanley Parable. And then we have the Memory Zone Temp 2013. Yep. The original remake. The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is an expansion of the experiments of stories, games, and choice, except the story doesn't matter. It might not even be a game, and if you ever actually do have a choice, will let me know how you did it. Buy on a personal gas, or download the demo for free. Launch is idea. A defense 15,000 years old ultra silver. Well, that's a bit weird. Good times. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Let's go. That's what it always used to be, the Stanley Parable Demolition. A trip down memory lane. Smile becomes its happiness. Achievement. Is it impossible to get this achievement? Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. New video game released today. Click show on view effects to enter role pool. Creation surprisingly down to earth. Release retar gets from scandal to new series. 50% off discount hat. Fair enough. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals through choice. Very nice. Oh, you just sit in a bench and look at a few sides.
Je suis dans la memory zone, seul sur la pluie des loups.
Wow.
Et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour.
We're just gonna sit here for a bit.
C'est là, dans la memory zone, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour.
Oh, we have a
Mais
piano
ici,
there.
c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie de The Stanley Parable. C'était en 2013, un très bon jeu vidéo. Du moins après
Right, let's go.
les
I don't want any.
journaux, mon amour.
Yeah, I just
And
don't
over
want any.
here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Right, The Fantastic Actors 2013 Official Selections Interaction 2012 Special Records winner. I'm bad at reading. IGF 2013 Grand Prize Honorable Menton. IGF 2013 Narrator Excellence. Yeah, it's the same one again. MOBDD 2012 International Award winner. Big Sushi FM Best of Pixel 2013 Design Museum Design for the Year is a nominee. And yeah, same again. And I'm gonna go read you this. Don't read any reviews except this one. How do you review a game like the Stanley Parable to describe any one part of it? Is it risk its ruinates to the details what it has to say about games design, the illusion of choice, and the possible of the gamer is to tell you too much. Compressions too are going to be wonderful in their quad. Perhaps its closer cousin would be Dear Ether, but where Dear Ether was waste from the form of an interactive entertainment Stanley Parable used, and then servers it where so many games this apes to be more than games end up less than any form of act. Stanley Parable strives and then succeed to be even games ever created. Even so, holding the game to the standard of any other title is simple not going to be correct. So how do you review what has become known as the Stanley Parable HD? The full social remaining for one of the most interesting mods available online. How do you discuss it, analyzing it, and recommend it? The quite simple. You don't. That's a bit weird. Oh, you put that on. You put that on the website. I think. I don't know which one where. Let's go down here. Memory zone. Damn it. We can't go down there. The Stanley Parable. Yeah, that's some PC. It starts off with the Stanley Parable. Yeah, and then this one I've got is Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Person of the Year. blind. You're putting softwares down.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I'm not going to read this because I will come back some point. I'll come back some point saying people play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. The Serious Room for 2013. Your number is 29. The top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable 2013 I remember for 427. So you're having a carpet texture ready for your game project. Grey, red, missing co-worker summer meetings, borrowing grass texture version. 6 royal free discards. What is that? Now move object, create level, and graphics. That's a picture of a car.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
I was looking at this here, like people's doing the Stanley Parable. Ah, you dropped some pictures here. Oh yeah, we've been in these different places. And I can't be more specifically. It's putting Portal 1. Putting Portal 1 in Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, I did not realise. Did not know. Let's begin. Let's begin again. And also there's the Easter egg is when you went to the red door or the blue door, I can't remember. It just puts you into Minecraft. It does that. Then I went to Firewatch last. Is the last video what I've done? I think it was. Yeah, like last video I've done Firewatch in Stanley Parable up to Deluxe. I went there. So yeah, there's a bike. I don't know what game is this. We have red or blue door. No, I can't even open the door. These you got smiling faces. Yeah, buttons. I have always been someone who wanted to go the wrong way first in games. When I seen that a game is trying to use me down a something path to get me to run from left to right, or maybe to change straight ahead, I need to safely my instincts to go against the grain, to explore, to see what the some have put back the other way. Sometimes I find a one-up or a collectibles stashed away to reward me for my interned behavior. At other times, my experience are rewarded only be the crushing dispatchments of running up against an invisible wall. Whatever I find or don't find, my actions is a magnificence of my desire to exert some independence, to make my own choice within a system that severely limit my options and unequitable some behavior. The Stanley Parable feels alive in its responsibilities to your choice, and it deserves to subserve your something and keep up on your toes. Yeah, I think of the Stanley Parable as a sort of video games, allies of something I don't know why. Why do you have to put that narrator? But why? So yeah, that is one of them. Caveman and Spike Jonze's brilliant film, something which scantily mocked the way in which so many films multiplied at once, which, yeah, I'm not reading all that. That's all just in one. I don't know what to do here. Oh. I did not.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, I didn't. It's been so long since I played this. I've done it off camera and I accidentally just forgot about that door. There's a tweet.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Yeah, it's messed up in here. Right, you got a forklift with pallets, with boxes. I don't know what's that thing there. Door. There's another door.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Yeah, this as well as the idea of the game is good. It becomes very repetitive and boring, fast, perspective, all of the it's all that weird. Why do you have to make comments about the Stanley parable? Where am I going next? Oh.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, the skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment...
Goodbye.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are.
Right, I'm doing it again.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to...
Well, he's cooking.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but
Where's the dog gone?
there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could say...
I'm not the Flash.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
Press button.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Oh,
Me
Plant's
talking
dead.
and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Goodbye. Oh, that's dark.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of...
Wah. Why is it quiet? Who's cooking 9? Oh, the thing's there. Well, the plant's dead. The time stopped for no reason. Where isn't the narrator? I don't know what year it is. I don't know what year, the day, the time. What's that? Let me in. Let's push it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us.
Ah, finally, silence. The clocks fell on the floor.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I think I've broken the narrator.
End is never the.
He keeps saying the end is near, the end is near, the end is near. Fuck. Come on, button. One quick swoop. And the pipes are dripping. Ah. Damn it. Knew it. The pipes burst. The pipes, the walls. Yuck. Oh, we got sunlight now. It's been 1987. The copper wire fell. The button's still alive. Still. And welcome to 13,000 into the past. Welcome to 13,000. The time flies by. And we had a massive and there's no sun, no moon. Yep. And welcome to Subnautica. Oh, the patch is filled in, I think. Oh. Ah. Where am I? All this time is right here, and it's. Oh. Oh. Fair enough. Right, I'm gonna leave this episode here because that was very long for me. And yeah, if anyone likes this video, smash that like button in the face, and we are going to continue this so far. If anyone loves this video, smash that like button in the face, and I will see you all next time. Bye.